8-8 portal. What a lineup we have this month. It's beautiful because on August 12th, the Persied meteor shower, you can literally see like 50 to 100 meteors per hour at its peak. But let's not jump ahead here. Oh, cause look, I put coconut oil on my hands. Okay, because I've been growing my fingernails. It's ripped off my fake fingernails now for 2 years. And yes, I still spend a lot of time in the dirt with the earth gardening. So, and always eating blueberry. I've been trying to like really take care of what I have that's natural and practice what I preach. Okay, let's get off that sidebar. Let's get back on track. Let's talk about what's going on here. So, with the 8-8 portal, Leo the lover, expressive, creative, loving, playful, warm, overt, self-confident, flirtatious, glowing, bedazzling, extroverted, vital, guileless. What does that word mean? Who knows? Egotistical, juicy, proud, trusting, excessive. And there's the portal. Right there. Connecting you deeper to life and nature, your authenticity. Through breath. There's a deep connection right now to honoring breath. Your breath. The breath of life and working with the element of air, clearing this up. This is your summer's delight. Your connection to the rest of life. Within yourself and without yourself, because you're a whole. We talked about last time we met up, you're in alchemy as you cultivate love. Through purity, simplicity, and your connection to spirit. Let's share this message. It's beautiful. It's really time to slow down and get on God's time. And God's time is collapsing time. There is no time. There's the present moment, and slowing down and not allowing your energy to be siphoned by the clock. By taking back your energy through taking back your time. Now look at this. The potential for love is limitless right now. All blocks and obstacles are lifting and the way ahead is clear. Be confident, optimistic, and joyful. So if you're feeling lonely, it's time to cultivate or infuse love in other areas of your life. The energy of new love helps all things to grow, not just relationships. And that's deep because this is love of life. It's not just love within your relationship, within your partner. This is love with all of life. This is love within animals. This is love within breath. This is love within nature and time within forest, time within this stillness. In order for you to understand yourself, to know yourself, to be able to be in the right frequency, to house God within you, to communicate with God within you, which is what you've been working on doing. And we actually got this message for our 8-8 portal activation. Be still and listen to the spirits. We're going to share this message. It's time to invite and commune with spirit guides and ancestors and consider their advice and guidance. And I'm sure you've been feeling this. Or literally communing with your ancestors. The girl of phenomenon has sacrificed one eye for inner sight as she bridges the worlds of life and death. She is surrounded by white lilies, the sacred flower of death, indicating that your willingness and ability to be still and listen will reveal the beauty of your situation. As I just want to take a moment, because when we received this message, we were discussing how it was about a descent into the lower worlds, and what that was doing with this 8-8 portal. Now look at this. The girl of phenomenon's crown chakra and third eye are fused in a web of pearly branches that inspire peaceful contemplation. Do not fear the underworld. Instead, willingly descend into the darkness with grateful awareness that others who came before you have learned the lessons and answers you are seeking, and are willing to share their insight and wisdom. Now within here, it discusses a few rituals that you can do to invite your loved ones who have crossed overs to commune with you. And I know that many indigenous believe in the feast, in feeding their loved ones. But this isn't about a ritual. This is about moving forward with understanding that you've made the sacrifices that you've made in order to see what you are seeing. And it's part of it. And it's part of your purpose. And it's part of the fuel. It's part of the fuel for you to do everything that you're doing. It's giving you the energy. It's giving you the inspiration. It's giving you the backbone. It's your stability. Because you know what you sacrificed in order to become. This is allowing you to create peace. You see this magpie? This magpie has a message and is carrying the energy of Aquarius. A time for peace through clearing up conflict. And you're clearing up this conflict within you. And it's from your past. Aquarius, experimental, rational, unique, liberal, electric, group-oriented, humanitarian, free radical, eccentric, diverse, futuristic, utopian, idiocentric, disruptive, edgy, and detached. And that's the thing is, Aquarius is detached and very logical and lives in unity and separation naturally at the same time. Aquarians love to save the world and to be connected to what's going on within the world, to better it, but to better it through your uniqueness. Like, you march to the beat of your own drum, and Aquarius loves that. Aquarius is so in tune with what is authentically themselves. And they own it, you know, they own it, they rock it, they become it, they are it. And they love spending time alone because they know it's not loneliness. That solitude is needed. That solitude is needed to be logical, to be able to use your mind, to be electric. And they feel like Aquarius feels safe in solitude. There's a safety there. There's a connection that's honored there. There's a third eye activation as well, because what's happening is you're clearing up conflict with love and creating peace within your mind's eye. This is the third eye activation. As this summer, you thrive as you flourish prosper and blossom. Orchids are absolutely beautiful. And there's the butterflies. A chrysalis is being honored here, a transformation within the dark. Now your ancients and ancestors are right here. There's your connections to your loved ones that have crossed over, and the message is within the 9 of fire with the Father to create peace. You see on the walls here, there was a battle, and he is all scarred up, but he is known for what he's done in battle. He's known for his braveness. He's known. And this is understanding this, and you understand this. But this is also understanding the need to create peace and what that is. And this is a very deep space and place. Because two negatives do not create a working battery. But a negative with a positive does. You're not going to continue in some sort of way with the old ways. You're breaking free from the patterns for your family lineage. This is breaking free. But also to having their strength, communing with them, and understanding your mission here with them. Understanding that you're working here with them. They're communing with you. And they're helping to do all of this. They're a part of it. And you know, because you've been feeling this. You've been communing with them. You've been doing this. You've been practicing this. Remember, this is all a practice. Meditation is a practice. Meditation is working out for within. Speaking of working out for within, here is the creation of peace that you're honoring as you go within and commune with the spirits and your ancestors. This is about vulnerability. And this vulnerability as you go within to create peace. And it's not to continue to feed war from the past. But again, too, this isn't just turning a blind eye to allow things to continue. This is not being a doormat and wearing rose-colored glasses. This is being honest and being open and being vulnerable with truth and being able to be strong and understanding that wholeness is being achieved here. And in order to be super strong, you're honoring being vulnerable. You're honoring caring about the rest of life and all of life and why the creation of peace on this planet is so important. The peace within your mind's eye, and so you can commune with God. This peace is so important so you can slow down within the stillness and commune with God in your pineal gland where you house God, and heal your whole body through your electromagnetic energy field. Shift dimensions into your highest timeline and manifest. This is how you're manifesting, right? So you're going to grow with the sun this summer. And honoring this space, honoring being vulnerable. Think about how animals and plants are vulnerable as they grow. There's a connection to yourself within here. Some sort of softening that honors strength, and it is connected to youth and emotional intelligence. Emotional intellect. This is that kind of thing where it's like, okay, within the past, one way of thinking is, let's beat children. That's how children will learn. Children will learn through violence. And hey, I got my ass kicked by my mom and dad, and I grew up and I learned a thing or two, so now I'm gonna do it too. And that's the ways. But this is having emotional intellect to understand what violence actually truly does. And honoring it all, not to say, hey, that good swift kick in the ass or whatever happened to you had something to teach you, but honoring the truth and the information of what violence and beating people does to their psyches and actual violence. And understanding that we're moving forward from this. We are co-creating a safer world where we're transmuting these darker patterns. And remember, dark can mean many things. Let's say these, negative patterns. And again, too, negative can mean many things. Speaking of the negative, here is the moon. There's a balance restored with the sun here. You cannot just sit in the sun all day. Plants cannot just sit in the sun all day. They'll burn up. The night is honored here. A time for rest. A time for intimacy. But as well as your subconscious mind. You're working with your subconscious mind here as you expand with your conscious mind. This is manifestation. You're conscious now to your subconscious programs. And if you're joining in on this channel, you've been doing work at this, guaranteed. And you're working, when you work with your subconscious, you're working with your truth. Because your subconscious never shuts off. It's always taking note of everything, even when you're sleeping. This is true. And now there's going to be a melody played with truth between the moon and the sun. A harmony. And this harmony is a completion of understanding. I celebrate life and welcome new energy. You understand life. You have experience now because you're connecting to life and you're allowing yourself to be vulnerable and open up. But this is happening in solitude. Of course, because you're working with the 11th house, Aquarius. As we just discussed, Aquarius knows how to be in union and separation at the same time and loves it. Friendship, group, creativity, community, humanity, hope, tribe, festivals, discoveries, common goals, startups, rebellion, experimentation in the future. Aquarius understands the time in solitude for contemplation is needed, connection with God, and to be able to work things out with God and to understand thyself. You got to spend time with thyself in order to understand thyself. And there's an invention here, but remember, you're whole. So if you know it's time to connect without, you know yourself. So something's invented here, but it's through the Father now. Action is applied with your knowledge, the Page of Wands, the element of youth, and action is applied with your knowledge. This is your knowledge, your light, and you are bringing consciousness to light now. Look at you go, because you're filling your cup. You're filling your cup to become great and full. And this is those Cancerian waters, traversing those Cancerian waters in order to fill up your cup. They're emotional. And this is the key. They're untamed. And God is untamed. There's a direct message right now to have patience. Have patience. Now, as well as receiving this card at our 8-8 portal message, we got solitude. Alone, but not lonely. Now, check this out. Introspection is key now. Take time away from others. The answers are within you. Explore the concepts of self-nurture, self-value, self-truth. Are you treating yourself gently, or are you rough and impatient with yourself? Solitude isn't loneliness, it's an opportunity to pause and allow the entire universe to wrap its arms around you. It's when you have the space to be hugged by life. The butterfly kisses the maiden's shoulder, a tender reminder that after a period of darkness, a cocooning of the senses, a glorious winged creature emerges from the chrysalis and is free to explore and delight in herself and others. A new leaf shoots from her thumb. In yoga, the thumb represents fire and universal consciousness. From periods of quiet solitude, fresh inspiration and motivation can change. Well, isn't this being tied up into a beautiful, nice little bow? Because there's the action with your invention right there. But the solitude is needed in order to have an introspection and connect your desires, working with the Father, the fire element, with your thoughts, the Sun, the element of air, and untwisting it so you're not listening to your thoughts because the element of air has been corrupted. You're listening to your desires, your connection to the Father, to Force. Now, this is where you have to heal with the word desire, because we've also been programmed here as to what desire means. Because guaranteed, the first thing you're going to think about when you're thinking about what you desire is being in the bedroom doing this, right? But this is more than just your desires. This is part of your desires. So you're still going to honor love as your desire, but you're going to go back to what is authentic to you and not what you've been programmed to think this looks like. But then to understand that this is more than your desires, and that you are literally using your sexual energy to do all this work with, to expand your electromagnetic energy field, to heal yourself, to shift dimensions. And that this is sacred. This is so sacred. You're putting the sacredness back into love. And you're not making excuses for it. And you're not making excuses for wasting your sexual energy any longer in any which of the ways that you can pleasure seek. That you are honoring your sexual energy as part of life here and part of your roots. And that this is sacred. And you're honoring your roots here. There's some sort of pain in your past that you're untwisting, and you're untwisting it in love, and it's allowing you to love everybody. It's literally, hang tight, this card's stuck. You're in child's play here with the alchemy of the sun, and restoring youth, restoring innocence, restoring play back into your life, into your day, and your connection with the whole collective. And setting yourself free with your sexual energy in order to untwist it and heal from your past and restore what is being restored. Which is this interaction directly with the divine and the forces of creation, and removing the artificial programs of the artificial matrix that have hacked your mind and are telling you to go, to do in order to be, and have severed your connection to child's play and literally even to children in a lot of these programs. And making it all about lustful desire. And again, there's nothing wrong with sensual, passionate love in the bedroom. That feeds your soul and is part of the beautiful euphoria and love between the souls. But this is restoring back the element of youth and innocence, and being responsible for this again, but being responsible for this through the self. Because not only when divine feminine and masculine come together in their partnership, so does their inner child's. Because they've made space for this. They've done the work. They're whole. So their inner children meet here too, and they're able to play. And it isn't in lust, and it isn't this grown up what is fake, sick, delusional land that everyone thinks is natural and real. No, this is time with God, in nature, in play, in creation, co-creating in a certain frequency and restoring innocence back to this whole entire planet, which is all this work. And that's what your ancients and the ancestors are saying, because they see this, they understand this. We also found out at our 8-8 portal reading that the key is within your grasp. Whatever you choose will be correct. The key is within your grasp. This is understanding that not all is what it seems, and to slow down. And it's not just about the prettiest key you see. This key is authentically yours. It's not about what it looks like. It's about what it is. That's what's real. And this is where it gets deep. What you seek is within your grasp. As with all yeses, there are adjustments. Release yourself from a lingering mental prison, a mental prison of fear that you are not enough, that you are not worthy. You have the right key. Don't doubt it. It's time to be grateful for your teachers, even the ones whose lessons you didn't necessarily like. Past lovers, past employers, bullies, cyber stalkers, all had lessons to teach you. Incredibly, when you meditate on gratitude for those lessons, the struggles around you dissipate. The key to opening the rest of your life hovers within your grasp. It's yours to use. You can really see where people are on their healing quest when they're like, oh, well, none of this still should have happened. They haven't done the work with the negative yet to understand life. And it's not a game of fairness. That's where you get to this humble space to understand that you're not here to play a game of fairness. You're here to play a game of truth. And then you get to decide off of that truth what is right for you, the right moves you want to make next. And it's not truth in the programs. It's truth when you exit the programs and you're looking at real life. That's real life. The girl of doable fearlessly breaks through the glass ceiling and grabs the potent symbol of her getting of wisdom, the golden key. Tears of blood are shed. Residues of past pains and losses are now transformed into power and assertiveness. It's time to step up into the next widely acknowledged level of success. Look, there's career advancement, passing a test, being accepted. The answer is yes. And we know you're ready for more. And that's what's happening here on the pyramid with the all-seeing eye. Is you are seeing what you need to see, your golden key of your wisdom of you. It's you. You are enough, but it has to do now with your thoughts. You have to clear away your limiting beliefs of yourself. Trust that everything is as it should be. Mosaic presents that you have been trying to micromanage your life, and your fixed view is limiting all the gifts and potential the universe is waiting to make available to you. It's time to say, I don't know, and to break free of the rules and conditions that you've placed on yourself and on other people, places, and things. Trust that there is no specific right way things must be or progression of events. Know that you do not know, and that this is good in the moment and essential for the next chapter of your life to commence. Chance and surprise are essential creative elements in the unique mosaic of your life. Break free. Consider the girl of mosaic. Her mask has broken free and is shattering as she allows old patterns and old fears to break away. Hues of purple indicate pure wisdom and peace, glowing through every fiber of her being. Like her, you are free to let go of self-limiting fear. Let your life surprise and amaze you, and appreciate the beautiful potential of a sequence of events you could have never determined or orchestrated, because this is about melody and an orchestration between the positive and the negative, the dark and the light, the masculine and the feminine, from within to without. So you're having an event of creating something with your raw intention, thanks to getting this key within your grasp, and it's yours now. And this invitation to clear up your mind, your mind's eye, and think a new way. Think a new way in order to be a new way, to believe a new way, to become a new way. Thinking a new way is becoming. Now, as you see beyond, you found what's positive within the negative, or positives within the negatives. The star is activated, your healing, and a connection to the meteor shower. Working with your truth, but your truth within the dark. And truth, look, these are truths you don't want to see, but you're seeing. They're part of your vulnerability, and accepting your vulnerability and allowing the sun to grow and help you expand with new energy. And here's the elevation. Because remember, you took a descent into the lower world, and that was your invitation. And now you are elevating with strength and dignity from what you've seen. And this is healing with these words, because there's been a lot of shame put on this within the connection between divine feminine and masculine. And we're clearing that up as a collective right now, allowing you to heal with force, allowing you to heal with yourself, allowing you to heal with the feminine. Because here you're picking the rest, you're picking yourself. You're honoring your authenticity. You're honoring where you want to create, where you want to move, your actual true desires. Remember how we talked about your desires are not just in the bedroom, and that you, like, as a society, as a collective, we've been programmed to automatically think what desire is, but desire is more than this. And again, too, to honor and accept these desires as part of you. And this is beautiful. This isn't the opposite now in sexual repression. That's happened too. This isn't that. This is honoring love and connection as sacred and beautiful, but understanding that your desires are more than just this. Your desires are of everything, of life, of the universe. And that's why you had to change your way of thinking to have enlightenment with your key. And this is allowing you now to surrender your fear of intimacy. You're ready to let love in, compassionately identify and begin to release any patterns that stop you from opening your heart, which directly puts you into manifestation mode with the cup and the 2 of Cups. This is authentic and allows you to let go of patterns of shame, from your past, and for your loved ones that have crossed over. And this is what they're communicating. It's time to let go of shame. It's time to honor love and to deprogram yourself and allow yourself to live authentically, experiencing this, and to honor your desires, to not feel bad for what you desire, but to honor it as part of you and to act with love, because love is the Father acting. Love is an action word, and it's not a movie or a program that's running. It's actively showing up and sometimes doing really hard things because you love, and you love life, and you love authentically, and you understand life, actual real life, not the programs running, but actual real life, because you've gone back home to God and you've got your key and you're doing your work. Wait, let's get one more message before we say goodbye. This is about your destiny. You're in solitude right now for purpose. Just for your success. In your happiness. But in order to do so, look, the card split. Flexibility in the stillness. Honor the stillness. Honor the stillness. The stillness is part of this. And we're going to be, as we go on, the rest of the cards within the message, we're going to continue to talk about what's happening for the rest of this month. The stillness is part of the message. It's being honored for the connection to winter. And remember, the seasons are connected. They're part of the wheel. They're part of how you're co-creating here. They're part of your manifestations and dream time. So I look forward to sharing the rest of this message with you next time when we expand. Until then, you know I'm sending it to you, those good healing vibes. I love you. And we'll be talking about, let's see what's next. The Parade of Planets. And then we have down here the Black Moon.
Peace of mind, no drama, no stress. That's the goal. That's what I'm focusing on.